Yeah.
On YouTube, right? We're on YouTube now.
No, you haven't connected it.
Okay. We got to work on that today. Welcome, everyone. Come on. Let me see. Let me see your faces. Ace, well, Coldplay. Any Coldplay fans in the room? Because that is what Jimmy's dancing to, I learned. So when you see those moves, that's to Coldplay. What song is it, Jimmy? What song is it?
Hat full of stars.
Sky Full of Stars. All right, let's go. Let's dance to a sky full of stars. Lynn, you're a star. You're about the boogie. Come on, Lynn. Where's the boogie? We heard it. We're helping people boogie. There we go. Okay, Tawan doesn't know what happened. He's like, I'll play it cool for a minute until I know who's in the room. Okay, there we
Can't
go.
hear
There
any
we go.
music. We don't
Hi,
hear any music. It's
Jillian.
hard to boogie when there's no
Hi.
music.
Yeah, but we got to make the music. Jimmy's got music, but who's the singer in the atmosphere? Who's going to give us some
I
vocals
mean,
to move to? Anyone?
no. But Tywin and Arthur look like new people.
Arthur is actually one of our greatest assets here, you guys. And I'm going to tell you why. You want to know Arthur? Do you know who Arthur brought us? Brienne.
Yeah.
And he brought us the Hair Partners by bringing us Rachel Thomas. He brought us, who else? Renee, West Side Story, and Jersey Boys coming. Like, don't sleep on the connections in the room, y'all. You don't know who is in the room and the way they move unless you start paying attention. Oh, Arthur's moving. We like to move it, which awesome. So those of you that are brand new, my name is Adora Crystal Evans. I'm the CEO and founder, co-founder of the DIVA Network. And we like to move our energy here because life is energy. Nothing moves without energy. Sales is an energetic transfer. It's a belief transfer. And if you're flat and you're boring, your life will be also. So ain't nobody got time for that. All right. Ain't nobody got time for that. You know, every now and then, boring on a hammock, looking at a beautiful view is it's still not boring, right? It's still not boring. It's majestic. It's a lot of other things. So, and I guess boring is a privilege too. We get to have all the range of the emotions. So if you like boring, I'm not boring shaming, but I'm just saying that energy and vitality, that is how we move things, right? And sometimes there are all kinds of things looking to take your emotions, right? Whether it's something trying to make you laugh, so you'll stay on the scroll so that Instagram can feed you ads. So we have to be in control of our atmosphere, starting right here, and what we let in, what we're exchanging, what we're allowing to plant seeds into the soil of our mind and therefore our spirits, because it's like a container. Trash in, it becomes a trash can, right? If you put gold in it, now it's a safe, right? Or whatever it is. But we're here, and you're the top 10% of the world right now, in the way that you're leading, you're thinking, you're beyond survival mode, you're in contribution, you're in thinking of economy flow, you're thinking of impact, you're thinking of shifts and changes, and that takes energy. It takes energy. Last thing I'm going to say before I take your ahas and we give it up, today's training is going to make you money. Are you up for that, Johnny Lloyd? Money, honey. Yeah, get those bags, get the green, get the crypto, get the XRP, get the vacation home. I mean, it's all currency, right? But today's training is going to make us all money. It's going to make me money too, because show me the money. All right, Ed Cross, I know you're ready for, oh, he's always about the money, isn't he? Ed is like, so is Jimmy, but contribution minded leaders. So they have an impact goal with that money. All right, so business is spiritual. And now I'm just going to say it is. How do I know? Because you're a spirit that happened to land a body. And that body is your real estate. It's how we know you're here, you're alive. And whenever you take something, an idea, a vision for humanity, it is inspired, which is what? In spirit. It's in spirit, right? And then you take that idea and you plant some faith around it. You get resources, you get wisdom, you start buying into the idea. And then what happens? You start enrolling other people into accepting an idea into their mind and into taking a vision on, right? There's an energy transfer. And then what happens? Something is birthed into physical reality. So how many of you have birthed at least one client, not birthed the client, but you have a client, you've made a deal, you're in business. That is when your inspired in spirit thing through your spiritual gifts and talents became a physical, actual reality. It's powerful. It's spiritual. Don't separate them, right? We mess up when we go business is business and it's not very spirit. No, you're a spirit, and anything inspired that then takes care of humanity, creating houses, income, freedom, love, relationship, the ability to boogie so that you can not go to the doctor. Where's Lynn at? She got off. She's not boogieing. Alora boogies too. Maybe she calls it wind dancing instead of boogieing. All right. All right. So let's have 2 takeaways and we're going to jump in today. 2 takeaways. Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Holy Spirit, activate. All right. I'll just keep talking. Okay, Justine, let's go.
Hey,
Hi.
I think it's sort of like this is an overall takeaway of what we are being asked to do and tasked to do. And the idea of like getting to know people and doing interviews. I met this guy, Tawan Green, not here. I was double dipping on another meeting.
Okay.
And it was honestly energy that I felt from this guy when I listened to him talk about what he's doing, something called the Dream Academy he's building. He's unbelievable. And I within an hour, we were on a Zoom recording each other and talked for a half an hour. And then he came to my voiceover class last night and now he's here. And that is completely inspired, I have to say, by the instruction and the downloads I've gotten here. So that is what I have to say. And I know we were supposed to do it with each other and I'm doing it with each other, but I'm doing it with everybody. So welcome to one.
Yeah, that's so awesome. Welcome to one. And this is your home team. It's a home community, but it is so that you go out in the world and multiply. It's a multiplier, right? So that's so awesome. Welcome to one. Also, you guys look at Rupert. Rupert, wave at us. Dance around, purple shirt. Whoop, whoop. So Rupert has Orlandopreneurs, and I'm going in March to speak at his monthly Orlandopreneur, and then we're creating a monthly DIVA Network Orlandopreneur meeting that will live on the calendar so you can meet in person. But we will be doing all the things and we'll hear more from Rupert. Again, Rupert is a hub of Orlandopreneurs. They have 200-300 people paid monthly at their live events. And we're starting to create these collaborations so you can meet up live. Maybe that's giving you some ideas. Who could you co-brand an event with and lead? And so we're going to go meet with the Orlando crew, who is our hub in Orlando? Sheila, Dr. Andrea, and all these other great people in Orlando. So we're going to meet with our leaders there, help get you planted. And we're so excited about that. Yes, Michelle, take away.
I think it's just based off what you said. First of all, I have to welcome Kim to the meeting today, who I actually met at a in-person meeting here because she does networking in Wisconsin.
Awesome.
And so we're kind of joining forces as well, again, on this in-person route as well. So I just wanted to throw that out there. And then also I wanted to celebrate the Mompreneur meeting last week, inspired by Adora to take action. And we had 17 people there, already starting networking different way and just working towards that. So those mompreneurs out there, please share. I put it in the celebrations in the schoolroom. So the link for the next meeting's there too, if anyone wants to join, and just us coming together in this collaboration of how do we do inspired business. Thank you, Adora.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, team. All right. Let's also celebrate that you guys are getting visible. And we have 2 pages, or we did for 1 second. We had 2 pages of people brave enough to show their face, because how do you get visible and hide, right? Unless you are in the shower or in a position that we should not be a part of. Come on, yeah, Rupert, we can pretend. I mean, I have to wash my underarms too. All right, we're gonna be together in Orlando, so we're warming up. But I'm seeing how Jimmy's gonna go. Okay, so are you ready to? I'm not kidding. We're gonna keep you in this room the whole time. This training has helped some of the biggest companies of real estate agents like EXP, Keller Williams, insurance agents, high ticket sales agents, close more business, retain more clients, create long-term outrageous relationships. And this is given to us by our president of the DIVA Network, who, by the way, is here purely for the passion and the vision, because he has a successful company that he's had since 2017. His wife has a successful real estate company, but he bought into getting behind what happens when a bunch of driven, inspiring, visionary, authentic leaders are completely resourced and unleashed globally. What does that do for women, children, sovereignty, freedom, food, problems? It unleashes, it solves, it creates a historic movement. And so we're lucky that we get Jimmy today. And today he's going to be giving us an amazing training. So get ready, you guys. Give it up for your president and of the DIVA Network, Jimmy.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much, Adora. And I'm honored to be on here. I get to be behind the scenes most of the time. And today I get to share with you one of my big passions in life. And that really is incentive-based marketing wrapped around vacations. And first of all, just so I know the audience, put me back in gallery mode. How many of you like to take vacations? Anybody like to vacation, have fun? Okay, I just want to make sure I'm in the right audience, because if not, then I need to go to another Zoom and find all those people that like to have fun, get paid to have fun, all that fun stuff. And so I want to share with you guys today, really, what I want to do is let me get the admin stuff out of the way, because I know a lot of you are probably going, where is this? Because let me just share my screen real quickly. I want to start here, because this is part of your homework today, is when you log into your back office, everybody, at the very bottom, and this is about to change. There's actually going to be a new homepage that will help everyone out in terms of, we have a video of a door on there. You'll see this very soon. But then also, when you log into your back office, there's a couple buttons back here. Now, this is for our members. So some of you that are on the challenge, you'll be like, well, I don't even see that. Well, when you become a member, you'll see this. But today, part of your homework is to log in and send yourself one of these incentives. All right, send yourself one of these incentives. There's a video on it. Yours truly will be on there, and I will show you the back office of how this works. And so you'll want to do that today. So I wanted to get the admin out, get that out of the way, because then I'm gonna bring the rest of it to you guys and bringing you some value today. So let me start off with this. What is an incentive, right? An incentive causes someone to take action that they might not have taken. Right? Now think about this. Let me give you some ideas here. How many of you have heard of this big brand called Starbucks? Anybody? How many of you have a Starbucks that collect your gold points? You have a gold card, you're collecting those points, right? For free coffee. Now, truth be known, I have one too, but my wife always takes my points because we have a shared account. So, but anyways, you get the idea behind that incentive. How about any of you are T-Mobile Tuesday fans? Like I'm a huge one thing I learned from some of my friends as well is that it doesn't matter how much money we make, we love to save money. We're frugal, and T-Mobile Tuesday saves you a ton of money. That's another incentive, right? How about this one? Anyone ever heard of this big $20 billion company called McDonald's, right? Anybody play their Monopoly game for a Coke or a fry back in the day? Now, listen, I'm not promoting obesity or bad fast food, anything like that, because I know Dora is healthy and I'm not promoting that, but here's the deal. When they run that Monopoly incentive, guess what? Their revenue jumps anywhere from 3 to 5%. Now you might be saying, that doesn't sound like a lot. On a $20 billion company, it's a lot, right? So that's an incentive. Here's another big one that you're all familiar with. How about Amazon? Anybody heard of them? How about this Amazon Prime? You know that's an incentive, right? We all pay it for what? Same day, next day shipping, arriving, all that stuff. Those are all incentives. I want you to do me a huge favor because I know we got a limited time today, but I want you to comment right now. What are some incentives that you have done or used before? And I'm talking wine, flowers, shirts, money. Some of you are coaches, more access, cutting boards. I want you to start dropping those. Yeah, gift cards, see here, American Airlines points. I mean, start dropping what incentives have you used before in your business. Look, someone says brownies. Yes. I mean, cutting boards. Yeah. Extra coaching. Yep. A lot of our coaches use this. Swag bags. Absolutely. You see all these things. These are amazing. Tumblers, coolers, t-shirts, hoodies. Yes. 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 Love it. Pre-record content, swag bags. Why am I asking you that? These are great incentives. All right. But one of the things that I fell in love with was vacation incentives. Let me share with you why. I want to share with you what ends up happening when someone gets a vacation incentive from one of our clients. I shouldn't say mine because Jennifer is part of it too. She's on here. When they get an incentive from us, all right, and now all of you, because you're part of the DIVA Network, if you're in the DIVA Network, you get to do these, is that when they get an incentive, I want to share a story with you. I want you to picture this. They're sitting around the dining room table, all the families around, they go, Uncle Johnny, we saw you went down to Mexico. We saw it on your Facebook wall. It looked amazing. That resort was awesome. You guys were having so much fun. And Uncle Johnny goes, yeah, it was amazing. But here's what you won't believe. My realtor gave me that vacation. My insurance guy gave me that vacation. My personal development coach gave me that vacation. My hairstylist gave me that vacation. And everybody and all the family goes, wait a second, your coach gave you that vacation, your realtor gave you that vacation, like whatever industry that person's in, they go, yeah. And they told me that I could give them I'd get a vacation every year. What do you think everyone around the family table is saying? Well, can I talk to them? Can I use that service? Can that be my chiropractor? Can that be my car sales guy? Can that be, name the business? That's what vacation incentives do because they create memories. You don't know how many times Jennifer and I have heard from. Uh, I got next week. I'm supposed to go to. I got invited. I had to turn them down. I'm supposed to go to another big real estate meeting here in town, and they said we want you to come speak. It's guess what time it is? 9 o'clock Monday morning, which Adora knows what that means. That's all our corporate executive calls are for several hours though on Monday mornings. And of course, I turned down, and if I felt like I like took away their baby or something. They were so sad. They're like, oh, we wanted you to come. But the point is this, because they know how powerful, they have clients that tell them they just came back from Italy. They just came back from Vietnam because they have clients that have been on these vacations. And I share that with you because that's the story. I'm here in Kansas City and I'll just say his name. He doesn't care. He's a good friend of mine. Steve Johns, the big Johns family team of Keller Williams, right? One of our clients, he just had someone that is going to Branson, Missouri next month. Now you might be saying, that's not a very cool place. But for Kansas City to go down for an entire week, and that lady spent less than $350 for an entire week down in Branson, Missouri. Now, folks, that's a pretty good deal, right? And this is a client from one of the they have 500 agents in their office in Kansas City. It is the biggest Keller Williams office here. You see what I'm getting? Those are stories that people create from these vacation incentives. And so when clients use when someone uses a vacation incentive, it is designed to cause people to take an action they wouldn't normally do. It causes them to remember who gave that to them, right? And so it's just one of those things that really starts to separate you from everybody else. Okay. Now, who can use them? I mentioned some already. Realtors, insurance agents, all of you coaches, authors, media marketing organizations. One of my best friends, you know him, Ali Madawi. He always gives a vacation when he lands a client, right? He always gives them a vacation, right? People use it all the time for those things, right? So you can get creative with it. If you know anyone in business or in sales, they can use vacation incentives. Now, why is that? Well, I want you to think about this. If all things are equal and you're given a vacation incentive and I'm not, who is going to win that business most of the time? We don't know
Put it
each
in
other.
the chat. Vacation or not, who's gonna
Yeah,
win?
who's going to win that
Participate.
business?
Put it in the
Right?
chat. Let me see your fingers.
If I just met Ed Cross, And I'm comparing his company to another person, and they're just so good. And and he can't use this necessarily on the front end, but on the back end, on the delivery of a policy, right? And every year he tells his clients, hey, listen, because you're one of our clients, every year I'm going to give you a vacation. We have a huge client. You guys might know him, Replace Your Mortgage, right? Those guys over there, big 8-figure plus business. Every time someone buys their package, they get a vacation. That's just part of their, it's just part of their DMO. It's part of their SOP. Like they give a vacation. And one of the things that I want to make sure everybody hears and understands, when you're part of the DIVA Network, how we separate ourselves, Jennifer, myself, and the team, is that we made a decision back in 2018 that we would not be a timeshare company. Now, I want to put this out there for all of you. The story, here's how it started. 2017, we have Trip Valet, we're doing members, and someone comes to me and goes, hey, you should do vacation incentives for your travel company. I said, oh, that's brilliant. We should do that. Well, then I looked it up and they had like 1,000 some complaints. and I started reading all the complaints and I was like, wait a second, they're a timeshare company. Like people were ticked. And so then we started doing some more research, right? Jenna was like, wait a second, they're all timeshare companies. Like they have they either back end market to their clients and things like that. And we realized like, this isn't like, we don't want none of this. So that's when we started the hunt and started building these relationships. And like the dream certificate you're looking at today in your back office took us 6 months to negotiate with a big brand that's a division of Marriott. That's how this played out. And so I share that with you because these incentives are designed to give big value for all of you when you use them. Now, let me tell you why you should use the Dream Vacation Certificate that is in your back office. Number one is it captures attention. I'm going to give you some things today. I'm going to give you a PDF today that you can start using. Plus, we're going to talk about Sean's challenge next week. I'm going to give you all these things today because like I said yesterday and like Adore said, I want you to use this especially in the next week to make some money, like to get some more visibility, to get some more exposure. We're in the visibility challenge. It's perfect because I don't know if you know this, but the second largest industry in the entire world is travel. You all know it. I don't got to sell you on travel today. I don't need to sell you on going on a vacation. Other things you might have to talk to people about, but some people don't even pay their bills and they go on vacation. They spend more time planning their vacation than they do their financial future. It's sad. I don't try to play on it, but I know that happens because we've been doing this for a while. All right. They're like, someone told me that like, Jimmy, I'd rather go on vacation than pay my bills. And I'm like, well, we're not promoting that. Right? So the point is, it captures attention, these vacation incentives, second largest industry in the world. And like I told you earlier, all things equal, if you're offering an incentive and I'm not, you're going to get that business. Now, here's the other thing. When done right, it can increase the commitment level of people. See, like look at this visibility challenge. Now that you guys it's on your radar, your RAS is up about vacation incentives after today, you will start to go, listen, I should probably use this a little bit more. It's part of my arsenal, some of my tools that I have, right? Because if someone goes through the challenge with you, right? Like all of you are starting to invite people next week. If they do the challenge all 5 days, that should be your hook to say, listen, if you just do this challenge with me, even if you watch the live or the replay, I know you can't make it maybe every day, but at least do the whole thing. I'm going to give you a vacation. I mean, do you think that might cause someone to go, wait, what? Like, what is it now? Visibility? What is that? Yeah, no, let's do the challenge together, right? And if you do the whole challenge with me next week, I'm going to give you a vacation. See, it's just that little incentive. Guys, you know what blows me away and why we're so passionate about incentive marketing is because the big boys already do it. All the big companies, all your Fortune 500 companies, think about how many vacations they give away all the time. They're constantly using incentives. They do all types of incentive marketing. And the small business, the medium-sized business, why we love this market is because they don't have the budgets. We have an insurance company, I won't say their name. They're a big brand, big company. And they would pay for their vacations. Remember this, Jennifer? When they came to us, they were paying $300 to $500 per vacation to give out to their clients. And when they met us, now the Divas, you guys have it in your membership. There's a different plan that we have for those type of people, but I can tell you right now, it is nothing compared to what they're paying. And they were hooked. And then that guy, Jennifer knows who it is, started telling all his district managers because it was like, this is like the best deal ever. And so I want you to think about this. You have unlimited vacations as a part of your membership in the DIVA Network that you can give away. You should be like Oprah this week. You get a vacation, you get a vacation, you get a vacation. I mean, just like, guys, don't hold
Wait,
back.
Jimmy, you just spoke my love language. How many of you women want, I like how that hit, right, Lorna? You get a vacation, you get a vacation. You like, I definitely need to express that. Thank you, Jimmy. Thanks for that vision.
So the thing is, like, let's take people on journeys and give them a vacation if they attend. I'll share this. We do have direct sales companies, people that will, and businesses that will get people on their webinars, right? By just saying, hey, one of the gifts besides a great webinar, training, whatever, is that at the end of it, we're going to give you a vacation, but you have to stay on till the entire time. All right. So that's what that once again, a little incentive. Because in their mind, they're like, okay, well, yeah, and you know the deal. If it's good information, they're going to, make the next step, right? They're going to make that next decision on how to join or whatever they need to do. Now, here's another thing that you guys can do. Create some urgency. Make it a limited time available type of thing, right? So you tell them, hey, listen, I'm only going to offer this vacation, right? And I'm gonna give you some examples here for the first 10 people, for the first 25 people. Create some urgency in this, right? Because when you and I've seen this on. Let me give you a real example. Realtors are they're so easy to use. They love this program. They have this game called name that home price is right game, right? And it's the person that actually names the price of the home that they're selling. And typically a realtor will post something on their social media and they'll get like three comments on a listing. But when they run a contest or a game, because this is something that you can do, you can run contests on your Facebook walls and your social media, right? Is that the engagement is crazy ridiculous. Because what happens is when people start naming the price, or Ed, you're in insurance. I'll give you a PDF of the ones that the insurance guys and gals use. Is because the people will start putting in their guesses for this contest, and then what ends up happening is you're commenting back, right? And what ends up happening is it drives the algorithm. And so what happens? Your brand visibility is much bigger. I always tell my realtors, like, why would you ever post a listing without trying to give away a contest? Because everyone wants to play the game, even if they don't win. And guess what happens? Now everybody sees you as a realtor. Like, you're like always doing these things. Shannon Pyatt is one of our best stories. He started the whole thing. He taught a lot of us this out of Charlotte, North Carolina. And dude, his wall every time. And of course, now my wife uses it. I mean, all these agents use it because it gives them visibility. Well, what about your business? What if you ran a contest? I'm going to give you guys one called Viva La Mexico. Right now, it's in a PDF. I'll give it to you guys. And basically, what ends up happening, instead of duck, duck, goose, right? You're going to give away a Mexico vacation, right? And everybody's going to comment, and they're going to keep commenting, Viva, Viva, Viva. And the very last person, whatever timeline you say, when you put La Mexico, whoever is the last one right before you make that comment, they get the vacation. You know how many people are going to comment on that?
Wait,
Literally, we have people.
I wanna pause and jump in. If you could put us in gallery view for a moment, because I want you to get this piece, guys. And then we're gonna come right back to Jimmy. Do you hear that we're in the visibility challenge, and Jimmy's going to give us a game that you play on social media, and it's gonna create urgency. So what's gonna happen? Your algorithms are gonna go up. People are going to start engaging. So when you do your next post, it shows you're going to be seen as a freaking superstar, because how are you giving out vacations? How are you giving out a vacation on a social media game, right? So I want you to get the whole picture, and he's giving you examples of how to use this for your own business, how to use it to drive people into the visibility challenge. I'm really excited about that one. Okay, let's go. Let's go back to Jimmy.
Awesome. Yeah. So these are little things that you can use and sense. And guys, just so you know, when you're in the DIVA Network, I'm going to do tons of trainings for all of you. So don't worry, like, you'll get some today, but every week we'll start to do these for you, because there's a lot of industries. We service them all. It doesn't matter really. The only one we thought about this one time, maybe a brain surgeon might not be the best client. We don't have any of those, but because I don't know if it's smart to give somebody vacation after right after surgery. So anyways, but other than that, the rest of you guys are all qualified to be part of the program, right? Okay, so let's talk a little bit about
Wait,
today.
Kim was with me on appreciating your dry humor, right, Kim? I saw
Okay.
your face. She's like, surgery, got it, Jimmy. Got it. Okay, good.
Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Kim. All right, so here we go. Let's talk a little bit about, because this, for all of you, I really want to help you guys with some things for next week. We have one of the best, seriously, in the world, email marketing, coaching, business development, with Sean Osborne coming. You guys all know he just finished with John Maxwell's top tier trainers. So that tells you that caliber of that's coming next week. Jennifer and I were messaging each other this morning. My list is getting ready pounded. We're sending ours out starting today. I mean, like I see Ed Cross trying to get, and I saw Sean send his email out. Notice how he's moving up the board. It's on, it's on like Donkey Kong, right? So here's the deal, is that I'm going to give you a PDF today. I think, let me drop it. You guys, I want to give you certain things that you can do. You can start sharing, but also the biggest thing is, yes, the swipe copy for the email is, Jennifer will drop that. But I'm going to just give you some things, and I want you to think about this. So day one, like for next week, you can, it's called Set Up Your List and the Secret to Email Growth, right? And so the fastest way to build your list, a high value giveaway like a dream vacation. Learn how today. Okay. Think about that. Like we have, one of the things that you guys have access to is that you've got the dream certificate. When people jump on your email list, you can actually, I'll just let you guys know, you could actually, every time someone comes into your email list, you can take that, and if you need some help, if you want the PDF, let me know. We can give you that PDF, and you can actually send that right back out to your clients for just getting on your email list. Little things like that. Just incentivize them to get on your list, right? We do it too. We give away lead magnet, right? We give away vacation on our corporate website, because we want them to get that vacation, right? And so that's for day one, is the set up your list and the secret to email growth.
Wait,
Day two next week.
one
Oh, go
second.
ahead.
1 second. You could spotlight me too with Jimmy. That way we're okay. So just to give this Sean Osborne context, and also people who are thinking, I'm not ready for an email list, or, the things that'll be taught over the next week, you will be able to use, whether you use it to build email or you use it to build community. But what I need to say about Sean is that he built a list of 200,000 people that on $5 a day on Facebook ads. And he sends one email and ends up on the leaderboards and blowing out. He outdid Les Brown. He's on the top of every leaderboard, because he's not just going to teach you and us about that kind of email marketing, but there's a way that he gives value to his audience that has them really highly engaged with him. And so when he first launched his course, in one launch, he did 6 figures. And so we're always going to bring you the best. And when we say it was leadership with John Maxwell, I'm not saying he's a John Maxwell coach. We're saying John Maxwell had him come train and teach all of his coaches this method. So Sean didn't set out to teach this. He's a Think and Grow Rich guy. We'll be doing a Think and Grow Rich challenge with him. But in our masterminds, we're like, how are you hitting top? And then when we found out, which was no big deal to him, oh yeah, at that time it was 150,000 person email. And it's only, Alora, 1 email a week, because I know you don't like all those emails that he sends out, and he's being this effective. Not only did we want that information ourselves so that we can start using the same method, but our promise to you is to pull back the curtain and give you our best, hot off the press, so you can implement and rise with us. So next week is a really, really big deal. And what he's doing for us, he just charged, and lots for, but he's giving to the community because he believes in you, because of proximity. He's in relationship with us. And so we're very, very excited. So what Jimmy's giving you is for those of you who want to bring people with you to also grow And we share with you guys, but you can also use this in your own business. Okay, back to Jimmy.
So we dropped that PDF in there, and Jen can repost it in there again over and over. The whole idea for the next few days, and then as we continue to, now that we're really launching this member benefit, making sure that you all have access to it, because I've just seen what it can do for people. Here's the thing: is don't get you want to use it strategically, right? Like right now, I would use it to get some more visibility on my Facebook, and then for sure get some visibility on this challenge to bring some more people with you. And so like day 2 for Sean, here's a great one: create a lead magnet that attracts subscribers. How many of you want to use a dream vacation as a lead magnet? Right? You have access to it. Now, and folks, I want to put this in perspective for you. We have people every day that pay us $997 for what you guys get in your back office, right? So, but they use it, they use it a lot. So I'm sharing with you, you guys have access to that. Just use it, all right? And you have unlimited of these, right? Day 3, building a landing page that converts. Right, this is another one. Like I've seen these landing pages where you can put literally, put your information here and get a dream vacation is one of the things. All right. Day 4, drive massive traffic without paid ads. Okay. Turn your incentive into a traffic magnet, no ads required. This is a great example of this. Okay. Day 5, turn subscribers into raving fans and buyers. How many of you, one of the things that we love is, give you an example: rewarding your audience with a dream vacation turns them into loyal fans and repeat buyers. How about for your Google reviews? For like Ed, you guys, all the insurance realtors, they love giving vacations for Google reviews, right? Your SEO search, I mean, it's another big one. Okay. And so you got these little things that you can start to use these vacation sims. Today's kind of the kickoff for the DIVA Network to use a benefit that's in your back office. Like you don't have to pay any extra for it, right? It's already back there, right? We already coded it. It's ready to roll. It's already tracking, it does it all for you. Okay. Now let's talk about using this for next week. I gave you guys the PDF in there of just some just some content that you can use to start putting it out there. And then, in just terms of some content context that you can use, and being able to promote for this upcoming week. Okay. Now, one of the things that I want to encourage you to do is, if you're going to run a contest, is another big thing that you can do is announce the winner live. Okay. Once again, all about that visibility, because people tell them ahead of time when you're going to announce the winner. If you guys are running people that join the challenge with you, or whatever offer you guys are doing, announce those winners live. People love that stuff. And then there's this spinning thing that you can get on the internet. Look it up. Jennifer does it for us. That you can put all the names and then you can draw, and it can spin it so that they see it, and then it picks somebody, and boom, that's the winner for that dream vacation.
Just
Okay.
want to add a couple things. So Jennifer, will you put a link to that spinny thing inside of our school stuff, just so we have it wherever we drop the Viva? You're going to drop the Viva contest thing in the school as well, Jimmy? Is that right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I see Jennifer responding back, giving everybody everything they need. Yeah.
Okay,
Excellent.
awesome. So we'll put it in school as well. The other thing is, those of you that are already members, you're getting the blueprint to run this with the challenge practice here, run it out in other places for your community. Those that aren't members, hey, come on in and get the vacation incentives. But you could still use this by coming up with other incentives. Give away a cup, give away an hour session with you. Vacations are super easy and limitless and not reliant on, your fulfillment. Which is, of course, we're trying to incentivize you to join us in the DIVA Network. Yeah, so I just want to make sure everyone's tracking with how you use this in your own business. And I'd love to see in the chat any other ideas of places that you might use a vacation incentive while Jimmy's talking. Okay, keep it going.
Absolutely. And so a couple of things, because I think, just so I know this question will come, Jimmy, how do they actually work? So what ends up happening is, in your back office, you'll send the vacation and they will get it. And it actually has a video that takes them everything through. We have the terms and conditions in there, because we want to make sure we don't want them to have to ask you all the questions. So we've been doing this for a little bit. And so there's a video, terms and conditions before they even pay any money. So their job, or once they get that, then they're going to pay what we call an activation fee. And the dream certificate is $20. And all that does is it says, hey, hold this vacation for me for the next year, right? And then what ends up happening is when they're ready, okay, when they're ready, and this was in that video, when they're ready, then they will pay the taxes. You don't pay it. Okay, you don't pay it. Now, I do want to say this. We do have clients that pay it. All right, and it's like $329 for a 1-bedroom studio, $399 for a 2-bedroom studio, $429 for $379 for a 1-bedroom, $429 for a 2-bedroom. I will tell you, the people that, if you're in Orlando, Sheila, the dream certificate in Orlando, some of those places is unreal. Like it's like 2-bedroom for a whole week for under $450 at some of these resorts is ridiculous. Like I've seen we're like, man, we need to go down to Orlando, and stay there because there's just a lot of value there. And so they pay the taxes and fees. You don't have to, everybody. Only now, some of you may have businesses where it's a high income, I will share this with you. So some of our realtors, some of our like replace your mortgage, some of those people pay for those taxes and fees because they're buying a $25,000 package, right? So that's fine if you have that kind of a business. But for the rest of it, for the rest of you, just send them out and use them. Use them in your social media, right? You know what's great? Like Facebook. How many of you, Facebook gives you, tells you everyone's birthday, right? I mean, do you think it'd be cool that one of the things that you want to do, and Ollie talked about this the other day, is that you want to create conversations, right? Well, when Facebook tells you on their birthday, what's a better way? And you know when they're coming, because you can even do it ahead of time, so you're not on the same day as everybody else and you're overwhelmed. But you could be the one that messages them 2 days ahead and says, hey, listen, I know your birthday's coming up. And before it gets super busy on your timeline, I want to give you a gift from me. Have the best birthday ever and give them a vacation. You don't think that you've now separated yourself from everyone else? Because you all know when on your birthday you can't respond to everybody anymore. It's too many people, right? So do things like that. That tees you up. And here's what's great. If you want to create conversations on social media and you see someone getting married, that's a good one to give a vacation to, right? You see someone that is a teacher, National Teachers Week. That's a big one. Use that, guys. How many teachers deserve a vacation? They hardly make any money, and they're taking care of all of our beautiful children. Give them a vacation. How about firefighters and police officers, our first responders? Wouldn't they love a vacation, that is high value, that they don't have to, pay the $2,000, $3,000 that might cost normally to go on a trip to Orlando with their family, or Branson, or Mexico, or Australia, right? See, that's the power of vacation incentives. I like the other incentives, right? But for me, there's nothing more, I think, better than when you help someone create a memory that lasts forever. They don't forget you. Ed Cross, you in the financial industry, those guys, the problem though is nobody wants to tell nobody. They're all, like when they become a client of ours, they don't refer nobody because they don't want the other insurance agents and the other realtors to know about what they're doing. It's funny. It's one of the funniest things. But you all, because you're in the DIVA Network, you can use it all and promote your businesses and all these challenges that we're doing. All right, so that's what we have access to. Let me stop there and open up for questions and help answer any questions you might have.
How many of you that are members of the DIVA Network are so excited that Jimmy just added that to, because that was the base of his company, and it's because collaboration and partnership and shared resources that it's just a bonus. And I'm going to tell you, when he shared that with us, even in the beginning, I didn't know what that meant to us. But I know Johnny Lloyd joined our company at a founder level just for this. And I'm still not bitter, Johnny. I'm still not bitter. Okay. Even though we met each other talking at the Napoleon Hill Foundation, even though it was over these freaking vacation incentives, I'm not bitter. No, I'm just playing. Okay, Ed, let's go.
This may not be something you can answer right now or want to answer right now, Jimmy, but so when I went to the website, it says start your free trial, or it says get started, and there's the different, like, being that it's part of the DIVA, is there a different login to get started, or we just start the trial? Like,
Yeah.
I feel
So
like
Ed,
Ricky Bobby. I don't know what to do with my hands right now.
yeah, so that's not for, yeah, that's totally separate outside the Diva Network. Yeah. So all the Diva Network, what I showed you today, you have access to that already in your back office. You can use the Dream Vacation Certificate. Yeah, so just keep that in mind. So go through the Diva Network if you're on this Zoom, please. That is where we have that, and you and I can have another conversation. But yeah, so everybody in the Diva Network are going to join us today. You already have it in your back office. You can use it. You have your what we call our Trip Valet Light membership is in there as well. You can use that. Those are some of the benefits that you get as part of being in the Diva Network. Yeah.
Okay, so Ed, and to be clear, you do see the access to the vacation incentives and
So
they're
he's on our website. He's on our,
okay.
yeah, which we don't
Instead
want
of
to,
you got to go through your portal,
yeah.
through your Diva Network portal. Okay, Johnny.
Okay, so thank you so much, Jimmy and Adora. So this is what I'm doing for me. I didn't even know that we were going to do this. So a few days ago, I decided I wanted to be the first one to test it. So I sent myself, because Adora's right. So every quarter, I promised myself I'm going to travel. That happened last year, and I'm doing it again this year, but I'm doing it at a different level now because of this. So I went and I did the thing, and it came to me for the $19. It was simple, y'all. The way that it was presented to me as a client, because remember, I did it, gave it to myself as a client, was phenomenal. It was spot on. I haven't picked a location yet because now I had so many things available to me.
There's a lot. Yeah, that's one thing. I don't really apologize for it, but you can pick it by countries,
Yeah.
continents. I mean, there's a lot. So just
I was
don't
like,
don't shoot the. I mean, you guys will enjoy that stuff later.
oh,
And
no,
here's-
no.
yeah, and John, and here's what's great, guys. You can use it every year. See, that's how you know we're not a timeshare, is because the timeshare companies, you're either yes or no, and they don't want you coming back. You're either buying from them or no. Whereas our negotiated is, hey, we want our members to use it every day. Because think about Ed Cross. He's got every year on the delivery of the policy, they're getting vacation. So that's a retention tool, right? And
Not
so
only that, he's got hundreds of agents. So it's a like performance tool, like go do these things, or a appreciation tool. It's phenomenal. Johnny, how many of you are getting pumped up? Johnny, you're like pumping me up. I want to go in there now because you're so excited.
So I am. And thank you for letting me know when I give it to my client, it's a one time per year is what I think I just heard you say. So that's phenomenal. But I just want to encourage you, if you don't,
Oh, go ahead.
is it one time for a person per year?
Or one time per place per year, Jimmy?
no, so you guys have the dream vacation. You can actually use it as much as you want, like personally or for your clients. But meaning like in terms of your marketing campaigns or your CRM retention campaigns, you may just tell your clients they get a vacation every
Gotcha.
year. Every year, yeah.
So
Thank
it
you.
doesn't devalue what you're giving out.
Okay, thank you. So I'm just gonna say this last thing, giving grace is just for this alone, one vacation is going to literally pay for anything that you could put out in the network. But that's not the reason now. That may be the reason I came in, but now the reason is it impacts your business. Most places you jump into, they give you the information, but they don't help you climb the ladder with them. The Diva Network is rock solid. I am not always on here, but I'm telling you, my girl Adora is spot on. So thank you so much. I appreciate it, Jimmy. And I'm going to let my hand down. Thank y'all.
Johnny, that's very valuable. And I saw we have a guest, Marie Berry, who wants to know how to join the Diva Network. We will leave an opportunity for that in a moment when we go to VIP networking. But what I love about what you just said, Johnny, is when we were designing this, we specifically went, what do we charge for this? Okay, that's the price of the membership. What do we charge for this? So a lot of people will give you an inflated value of what they charged sometime in the past. And then, so if it's a $10,000 mastermind, it's $100,000 worth of value normally, right? Because why else would we exchange our value? We want to go the extra mile, receive more than we paid for. We want it to be a deal and outrageous value, right? And those are incredibly valuable, but we literally put everything together by actual value, not per, like, what do we actually charge, and loaded it with things, and just that one thing alone is what is charged, period. And then when you stack all the other things. So I'm so glad you got me pumped about vacations. You get a vacation, I'm gonna like channel my Oprah, finally. Yes, Lauren is feeling that too. Okay, so any other questions or comments? Because this is where we stayed in VIP as a group today to give you this full value. And then the VIP members will go to the other link for networking. On Wednesdays, it's pure networking, you in breakout rooms, meeting the Arthurs, the Johnny Lloyds, who's Napoleon Hill connected, the Aloras, the Eds, you all meeting each other, the TV hosts, the voice activators, you know what I mean. But any other questions or comments right now? Questions or comments? Tawan.
Justine says,
Yeah,
oh,
Justine.
So one thing real quickly, I see Dr. Andrea on here as well. For all of you that, just so you know, the Dream Vacation Certificate that is in your back office is global. Now, this is a big deal. You guys don't know this because you're not in our space, but most of the incentives are only US based. This was part of our negotiating in the beginning as well, because we knew we'd have a global business. And so meaning like anybody around the world can redeem this and use it around the world. All right. So properties all over the world, like just heads up, because I saw Dr. Andrea, I saw her on here. We're about to launch next week the Spanish speaking market and the continent of Africa. All right, Africa on the rise, right? The rise of Africa. All right, and so
Well, you better don't look so stoic over there, buddy. Come on.
the rise of Africa, Samuel.
Africa. What's
Come on now.
happening? Where's Samuel? I know it's like 11 o'clock at night there, but
Yeah.
no, just kidding.
Yeah. So anyways, I do want to make sure that people know that, because if you catch this replay and you're joining the global team, just you can use it around the world, right? Because because in our parent company we have ones that are only US based, but this is our global one that you guys have access to. That's what I'm telling you. This is a good one. We gave you the best. We gave you it's our number one redeemed vacation incentive, just so you know.
Yes. And so a couple things before we go, Dr. Andrea. So anybody watching the replay, we have DIVA Network has a membership that is a we're bringing you $100,000, $200,000 mastermind and visibility. We put you on our podcast. You get to do a Diva talk. You get to be a leader inside of our community. You get more access because we go into VIP rooms where our top leaders, people that are paid 6 figures a month, have their eyes on your business. We have accountability, we have tools, we have structure, we have community. We only know we're winning when we have unleashed at least 100 stories in the next 90 days. And we're going to show you some of those stories, 80 days. 79 days. We're going to show you some of those stories tomorrow, but we've already had in just a few weeks, 1.3 million in funding. One person got $8,000 government contract. This is not an income claim, and I'm not saying that it's going to happen. We've had we've had so many collaborations, podcast interviews happen, someone that's getting onto a TV show. We have Stevie B, who you guys will meet here, but he's getting a movie deal and potentially on blockchain, because I know a guy. And we're hooking him up. Where like things are happening in this space. And if you happen in this space, which means you're not a lurker, you're not passive, you come here and you contribute and you come ready to receive. So you give to the community, you receive in the community. There's a place for you. And we've made it the most affordable mastermind on the planet, being that it's $1,000 a year. And we pay 50% of that out to the field, to people who refer. And why do we do that? Because we believe in a world where DIVA, driven, inspiring, visionary, authentic leadership isn't a location. It's not a race. It's not a socioeconomic class. It's not a gender. It is a place where every single person who is clear, and I believe every person is designed for something magnificent, they get to have the opportunity to come in and have the resources. We're decentralizing, right? Like the world is on that right now, so that everybody gets to win. And you're the kind of people that are here to head that up. you're all bearing torches for a different community, right? You all have a vision of financial breakthrough, spiritual breakthrough, marriage breakthrough, freedom breakthrough, women being free from sexual abuse, children having a safe, warm place to live and breathe, people having education. And you're the kind of people we get behind, because if we do that together, guess what? We have a different world, and we're here to leave the world better than we found it, right? We're here to, and that happens faster. How? Faster and further together. So we're going to leave the room open here for people. I know, Dr. Andrew, we have 5 more minutes, but those of you who want to know, we're going to leave the room open. Jimmy's going to stay in here, kind of find out about you, answer any questions that you have about the DIVA Network. If you're watching the replay, you'll be able to reach out to the person who shared this with you. We also will very shortly have a video that kind of gives the overview of what we have going on here. All right. Are you excited about that, Vanessa? All right. Awesome. Okay, Dr. Andrea, let's go.
Yes, thank you. I'm so excited. Thank you, Jimmy. I already offered some of the certificate, and there is a friend, she wanna find a place for her honeymoon. She asked me something I didn't know if we have access. She was asking me, before I access, can I know the countries or the states that I have as a choice? And I don't know what to say.
Yeah, this is a great question. So that's why we have that video in there, Dr. Andrea. So have her just watch it because you have an idea. So everybody just, this is real-time inventory. So that's the thing. It's real-time inventory. So one of the things legally we have to be very careful is saying that, oh, you can go to I don't know, Australia, Sydney, and there's not something available the days they want to go. So it's real-time inventory. So that's why we have the video, so they can get an idea. And so it doesn't lock us in, because we just don't want that, complaint. We've been doing this for a little bit. So that's why we do it that way. Good question though. Very good
Thank
question.
you. Thank you.
And thank you. We are opening lots of countries because of Dr. Andrea. So you guys, that's the sway. We need to sway just to make it today. All right, Tawan, we need to pray, but sway too. Yes.
Prayer is important. Hey, peace and love to you all. I'm a little bit under the weather. That's why I can't really get jiggy with you too much.
I mean, you're doing it. That's pretty jiggy.
I'm feeling the energy. I'm feeling the energy. And it's just a blessing and honor to be able to be in this type of space. I just want to say, I didn't know if you guys had a certain time for introductory periods, but I just want to insert myself and kind of let you all know who I am. My name is Tawan Green. I'm the CEO and founder of an organization called Dreams Training Facility. So we invest back into young dreamers in underserved communities by way of athletics, entrepreneurship, and God-given talents. So I do spoken word poetry as well. So I know there are some God-given talents that are often hitting and covered up because we don't have access to the tools, the resources, and the things to drive us forward with our dreams. So I'm super excited to be around like-minded people that have an idea to grow. I am a startup. I did leave my 6-figure paying job to go all in on building my own organization and my own legacy. So I'm locked in and super excited about what all you guys are instilling inside of us. So appreciate you.
Yeah, awesome. Welcome. Woo, woo, woo. Sounds like your kind of person, right, guys? Justine read the energy right. Pure energy. It's like energy attracts energy, contribution-minded leaders all day, every day. And your inner circle matters, right? Your inner circle matters, and the team you run with matters. You need to be around people that don't question your dream. They actually go, why isn't it a little bigger? Why are you limiting yourself right there? Hey, maybe you're thinking a little small right now. You're just thinking of these cities, Adora. I thought you wanted to unpack the world. That was Jimmy. Dora, why are you just thinking, I thought you were global. Like, why are you being small like that? And it really does matter. And it matters first part of the day, what you're taking in, because you outpour, we outpour into community, but you're impacted. So thank you, Tawan. Great to be in the space. Okay, so we're 1 minute away from going into the networking. So every Wednesday, we go into pure networking, where you get to share who you are in the world, what's moved the needle for you, and you get to share what you're looking for next. Collaborations, an assistant, people on your podcast, you want to be on podcasts, funding. And then it's everybody gets to talk and you get to meet different people. So we're going, if you're part of the VIP, which is $97 a month, or our founder, $997 for the year with all those other benefits, you get to go in there. Those of you who have questions or want to hear the offering more fully, you can stay right here in the room. Jimmy's going to stay here with you. The rest of you, we have it where, Jennifer? It's in school, right? The VIP, and you got an email. So we'll go over there and we'll move it, because we like to move it, Dawn, into the networking session, Savita. All right. Love you guys. And tomorrow we'll be back again. Friday, we have Dennis Waitley, the psychology of loving, he did the psychology of winning. So we'll see you then.
Awesome. Thanks.
Bye.
All right. For all of our guests, stay in here. If you